Morning, Happy New Year to you all. Now, I just thought I'd do a quick channel update and sort of lifestyle update. Um, some of you have noticed I haven't been posting much for a while, and that's because I'm in a sling. I've had shoulder surgery. Some of you will know, some of you won't, but I've had shoulder surgery, shoulder issues for the last couple of years, and it got so bad that I decided I really had to do something about it. Work was suffering, I was suffering, I couldn't sleep. I was generally in pain all the time. So I went to see a specialist. He said, "You've come to me just in the nick of time because one of the tendons had come completely off the top of the humerus and it started to shrink because it hadn't been used." And he said if it shrank much more, he wouldn't be able to pull it back. So they pulled that back, stapled that, or screwed that back to the humerus. Got a tear in a couple of the other muscles, and the tendon that goes down to the bicep also was ruptured, so that's been fixed. So I've had the lot done. The only downside is that I can't move my arm at all for the first 6 weeks. So this is week 3, and it's starting to get a little bit tedious. But on the back of all this surgery, obviously I knew I was going to be off for quite some time. So something had to go, and unfortunately it's the shoeing. I've given up shoeing. I intended to keep 1 or 2 good clients and a few trims, but in the end it just wasn't worth it. I had a herd of Exmoors that I trimmed on a regular basis, and although they're as good as gold because they've been well handled, you still get the odd one that sort of kicks out, and when you're holding on to a horse and it's kicking out, that's just pulling the shoulder all the time. And I just thought it's not worth it. If I'm having all this fixed, which by the way I'm having to pay for myself, it's just not worth the risk of it going again. So I gave that up. Must have been on about the 10th of December. I did my last horse. I had intended to do a video because I thought it'd be quite a momentous occasion, but I got up that morning, it was tipping with rain, it was freezing cold, and I got to the yard and the horses were covered in mud up to their armpits in it, and I just thought, you know what, I'm not going to miss this one little bit. So that was it, done. I had the operation on the 13th of December, so I've had all Christmas like this. But I thought it was the best time really because I'm usually quite quiet over Christmas. So I've packed it in. I am going to concentrate on my welding work, the work that I do for the heritage windows, repairing windows for heritage buildings and things, and repairing them and remaking them, and the white line guy that I work for, making equipment for putting white lines on the road. So they're the 2 things I'm going to concentrate on, and hopefully lots of other bits and pieces that will come in. I've already got quite a list of stuff that wants doing, and it'll give me a bit more time to perhaps do some more videos actually in the workshop of projects in the workshop. I've only not been showing for a couple of weeks because I'd already got rid of a lot of my work before I packed up completely. It gave me a lot more time. It's weird, 43 years shoeing, every day getting up, having to be at certain places at certain times, always worried, got to get to this horse, got to get to that horse. Now I don't. I've got the work, it's booked in. As long as it gets done within a reasonable time frame, it doesn't matter when I do it. And it's a weird sensation getting used to a different way of life after 43 years of the same way of life. And I'm actually quite enjoying it. So that will hopefully give me a bit more time. And the other thing is, it happened just before I had my operation. My landlord came in and said to me, "Got some good news and some bad news." I said, "All right, what's the bad news?" He said, "The timing's not very good." I said, "Okay, well, what's the good news?" He said, "I've got your new workshop." So I was absolutely overjoyed. So I went straight down and had a look at it because it's on a different place to where I am now. It's still the same owner, but a different property. 4 times the size of what I've got now. Quiet, 2 big double doors, So I'm really looking forward to getting in there. I should be able to put more machinery in there. I've already bought, as you saw in one of my videos, surface grinder, which took up all my shop. So I'll now be able to put that in without any worry, and I've got my eye on another machine that I need. And then hopefully, as work picks up, I'll be able to get myself a little power hammer as well. So it's all good at the moment, I hope. So that's why I haven't been posting any shoeing videos, because I'm not doing it anymore. And the reason that I've been posting a lot of review videos, because that's all I can do at the moment. So I need to keep a little bit of revenue coming in. Obviously, you know, it's not going to pay all the bills, but it helps. So I made a bit of stock up for my Etsy shop before I packed up, and what with the revenue from a few of the YouTube videos trickling in. So I've got one more definite review video coming up. It's of another flashlight for Through Night, who I've done a lot of videos before, so I expect to see that in the next couple of days. But other than that, I'm stuck at home. Go out walking with the dog. It's so easy to fall into a new routine. Still get up at a reasonable time, breakfast, walk the dog with the wife, because obviously I can't take him with one hand. I daren't put him in my bad hand in case he pulls, because I'm having to walk around the roads. Can't take him to the woods where I would normally go because I can't drive. So we have a quick wander around the block, come home, have a coffee, muck about on the computer, do a bit for the videos. By then it's lunchtime, maybe a little afternoon nap, more mucking about on the computer, and the day's gone. So it's very easy to fall into a new routine. I'm starting to get a little bit bored now. This is, as I say, this is dead on 3 weeks. I've got another 3 weeks before I go back and see the consultant and hopefully get rid of this sling. And then we start on the rehabilitation, because he's not allowing me to do any exercise at all except lifting my arm up to my chin with my other hand. That's the only exercise he'll allow me to do at the moment, because basically of the bicep repair, I think, because I'm not allowed to drop the arm at all, and he doesn't want me to take it out at all. So I'm quite restricted. Sleeping is a little bit of an issue. I'm off the pain meds, luckily. Occasionally I take a paracetamol, but that's about all. The strong meds went within the first few days because they make me feel ill. So what else? I don't think there's much else to tell you, except that's just sort of explaining why things are happening as they are. And hopefully, say in the next few weeks, I've got another 3 weeks, so probably in another month I might be back at it, hopefully trying to make a few more videos. But stick with me, hopefully I'll be doing something. And let's hope that this year is a prosperous and happy one. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.